Hey everybody, this is Mr. B, and today we're going to be moving from the Korean War to the more well-known Vietnam War. Oh man, leaves a bitter taste in most Americans' mouth because this is the one that we actually lost. And we don't do that, right? We hadn't lost the war forever until now. And this little chump country that we had no idea could actually beat us or hold us off. They actually pulled it off. Let's figure out how, right? So the Vietnam War, everybody's kind of heard of this, right? You probably studied some of it in Mr. Taluki's class, although you might not have learned that much from him. Vietnam is a little country in the southwest of China. It's about the size of Japan, so it's not that big. Size of Montana-ish, a little larger. So it's not really huge, and it's backward, right? It's made up generally of peasant farmers. You don't think of this being a powerhouse in the world, especially at this time. So North Vietnam was communist at this point, right? And their leader was a guy named Ho Chi Minh. Pretty fun name to say. And their country of North Vietnam was considered north of the 17th parallel, right? So this kind of cut the country in half. This was North Vietnam. This was South Vietnam. South Vietnam, that was Democratic. Their leader was a guy named Diem, and Diem was corrupt. This was the Presidente, but he was not a very good guy, right? He was supposed to have elections like a normal democracy has. However, he suspended elections, so he was just continually president, and his guys were in charge. So he was very, very corrupt. He was siphoning money. He was doing all kinds of dirty stuff, even though we supported him against the communists. So he was very much power hungry and doing stupid stuff. So within South Vietnam, the people did not like him, but we still supported him, and we supported the South. The U.S. policy at this time, a couple different things were going on. Number one, containment. Containment means that they wanted to leave communism where it was. Hey, communists are over there? Fine. Let them be over there. Let's just not let them expand to a different country. So when we think of North Vietnam, we were going to keep communism out of out of South Vietnam because we didn't want communism to spread. We wanted to contain communism where it already existed because of the domino theory. And the domino theory, another U.S. policy, said that if one country would fall to communism, then surely another would fall, and then 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 you get it, right? Like dominoes. Bam, 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 bam. If one country goes to communism, they're all going to go, and then where would we be? So the United States wanted to stop that from happening. We wanted to contain it where it was because if we didn't, all these other dominoes would fall. In 1964, the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution allowed the president to use force to keep communism out of South Vietnam. And he could use our armies if he wanted. And guess what? He wanted, right? So as soon as the North Vietnamese invaded the South, here comes President Johnson and the United States troops. In 1965, he sent troops and started bombing the crap out of North Vietnam. He thought it'd be over in 6 months. Hey, this little chump country over here, and here we are. Big, powerful United States. This won't take long. We'll put a beating on them, get out of there in 6 months, and everybody will be democratic. But no, President Johnson, excuse my language here, called Vietnam a raggedy-ass fourth-rate country. And go figure that he did not take them seriously. He thought no way they could beat the United States. And after bombing them a lot, we thought it wouldn't take very long. There was the different sides, 850,000 South Vietnamese and 535,000 U.S. troops. That's a lot. Versus 280,000 North Vietnamese communists. We've got a lot more people, right? We've got a lot more weapons and things like that. So it should be over quick. However, the North Vietnam, they had aid from China and the Soviet Union, two other communist countries. They were not sending troops, but they were sending all types of weaponry and supplies to the North. So the North, even though it didn't have extra troops, It had a lot of extra supplies coming from these communist countries who wanted us to lose. And they were successful. So, in retrospect, to review a little bit, the Vietnam War, Vietnam is a little itty bitty country. North Vietnam was communist, South was democratic. We supported the democratic side, even though their president was an idiot and corrupt. We wanted to contain communism. We didn't want it to spread because of the domino theory. We thought everybody would go communist. The Gulf of Tonkin said that we could use force whenever necessary to stop North from invading South. And President Johnson sent troops in 1965, touching off the Vietnam War for the United States, where we held a sizable advantage with troops, but the North was getting aid from communist countries like the Soviet Union and China. That's your review, and that's the start of the Vietnam War. We will talk a little bit more later and answer the few questions that I gave you.